Have you ever sat down at the end of the day and wondered, wait, what did I even do today? Like the whole day passed in a blur of emails, pings, errands, and scrolling, but nothing truly meaningful happened. Maybe you even had a to-do list. Maybe you started the morning with a plan. But somehow time just slipped through your fingers. That quiet dream you keep putting off, that one thing you swore you'd finally focus on, it's still sitting on the shelf, untouched. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. In fact, Knapp and Zeratsky, two former Google designers, were stuck in this very loop. Despite working on cutting-edge products, they felt like their own time wasn't their own anymore. So they decided to experiment, to tweak, to redesign their days, and what they discovered was surprisingly simple and incredibly powerful. Hello, I am Bharat, and welcome to AudiofyBooks, where you will find excellent audio summaries of books in a very easy and interesting way. If you want to learn from new books, do subscribe to the channel. Let's get started with today's book. Jake and John didn't invent some mystical productivity formula. They weren't trying to pack more into every hour or create the perfect schedule. No, their goal was something much more human, to make time for what really matters, whether that's writing a book, spending time with family, or just enjoying an unhurried cup of coffee in the morning sun. The heart of their system boils down to a simple idea. Every day, choose one thing that matters most and design your day around it. They call this the highlight. That's it. One single task, one intention, one shining goal that deserves your best time and energy. Not 10, not a checklist, just one. Imagine your day like a spotlight on stage. There might be a lot happening in the background. Emails flying, calls buzzing, chores piling up. But your highlight is the one thing that gets the spotlight. Maybe it's writing a chapter of your book, or finally fixing that thing on your website, or having an uninterrupted dinner with your partner. Whatever it is, it's your anchor, your North Star. And once you know what your highlight is, you arrange your day to protect it. You don't try to find time. You make time for it. So how do you pick a highlight? Jake and John suggest 3 paths. The first is urgency, what needs to be done today. The second is satisfaction, what would make you feel good at the end of the day. And the third is joy, what are you excited about? Sometimes your highlight is something on fire that must be handled. Other times, it's something creative, nourishing, or just plain fun. The key is being intentional, not reactive, not defaulting to the noisy stuff. But of course, choosing a highlight is only the beginning. The next challenge is to actually protect it. And this is where the book dives into the sneaky traps that steal our time, especially what they call infinity pools. These are apps and platforms with endless content. Instagram, YouTube, Netflix, news sites, email inboxes. There's no natural stopping point, so we keep scrolling, watching, refreshing. Suddenly, the highlight is out of reach and the day is gone. The authors get brutally honest here. These tools are designed to steal your attention. You don't need more willpower. You need to change the defaults. That means logging out, deleting apps, leaving your phone in another room, using distraction blockers, making it harder to slip into the rabbit hole. They even suggest going full analog, using paper for your task list, reading physical books, or keeping your phone in a time-locked container. Drastic? Maybe. Effective? Absolutely. But protecting your highlight isn't just about fighting distraction. It's also about energizing your body and brain so you're actually able to focus. So the next part of the Make Time system is about building energy, not just caffeine energy, but the deep, sustainable kind that makes you feel alive. This means moving your body every day, even just a little. Sleeping enough, eating slow-burning foods, getting sunlight, taking breaks, breathing deeply. You don't need to overhaul your life. Just small tweaks. A walk around the block, a 10-minute nap, swapping chips for nuts. Think of yourself like a battery. If you're drained, no highlight in the world is going to save your day. But when you're charged up, you're a force of nature. What's really cool about this book is that Jake and John don't pretend there's one size fits all. Instead, they offer a buffet of tactics, tiny experiments you can run in your own life. Want to try setting a timer for your highlight? Go for it. Want to wear the same outfit every day to save decision fatigue? Try it out. Want to schedule email time only once a day? See how it feels. The point is to be curious, playful, and kind to yourself. Try something. If it works, great. If not, try something else. You're not a robot. You're a living, evolving person. One of the best stories they share is how this system helped Jake write a whole book in just a few months, while working a full-time job and raising kids. His secret? Every morning, before checking email or starting work, he spent 90 minutes on his highlight, writing. That was it. No fancy planner, no 10-hour workdays, just focused, protected time on the thing that mattered. And day by day, it added up. One chapter, one page, one idea at a time. And here's the magic. Once you make time for your highlight consistently, everything else feels easier. You're less reactive, less scattered. You stop measuring your day by how busy you were and start measuring it by how alive you felt. That's a radical shift in today's hustle-obsessed world. You don't need to be a productivity ninja. You don't need 5 a.m. wake-ups and cold plunges and bulletproof coffee. You just need to pause, choose what matters, and make time for it. It's funny. This whole book feels like a conversation with a wise friend who's been where you are, who knows what it's like to feel exhausted, pulled in 10 directions, and buried under the weight of modern life. And yet, instead of offering judgment or complexity, they hand you a flashlight, a simple tool to help you see clearly and walk your own path. So if you've ever felt like time is slipping away, if you're tired of reacting to everyone else's agenda, if there's something inside you quietly whispering, "Make time for me," then this book is your permission slip. Start with one highlight, one change, one moment of attention. Then protect it fiercely. Charge your energy, ignore the noise, and let each day become a small, intentional masterpiece. And the best part, you don't need to wait for a new job, a new year, or a new version of yourself. You can start today, because time isn't found, time is made.